All right, welcome back, everybody. We're just gonna do a quick video. I just got back from doing all my appointments and stuff. So yeah, if you were on the stream earlier, you know I'm gonna be doing I was gonna say an open mic. I'm actually doing a theater show tonight, doing stand-up comedy with three other stand-up comics here in Bismarck, and it's looking to be a good time. We already pre-sold quite a few tickets. Actually, pretty impressed about that. So yeah, let's get on with it. Anyways, Raid has just released an official announcement, and it actually has something to do with us, right? Pretty cool. As always, I'm going to read this. I'll critique, give you my take on it. So let's get into it. So it says, "Hello, Raiders. Spooktober is just closed. Its creaking door, nasty spiders hunkered down silently in dark corners. Ghosts vanished into thin air, and a spooky mood left the lands of Teleria. November is coming in force. What shall it bring us? Promised expansion of the Gear and Champion storage in the nearest big release, and the next issue of the Raid Digest, of course. Let's dive in. Timid the Fool and Kaya the Rai, a special gift. If you manage to get both of these champions, Timid the Fool and Kaya the Rai, you'll get a special gift. A legendary skill tome, a rank 5 chicken, 450 multi-battle attempts, 400 energy, and 500,000 silver. To get the bonus goodies, you need to have both champions by November 12th, just not their 100 plus 100 fragments. And it doesn't matter if you summon one or even both of them from the shards. Okay? Hold on, you need to have both these champions by 12th, not just their 100 plus 100. Okay, so you actually have to summon them. That's kind of shitty. So here's what Raid is saying to us, Plarium is saying to us, and this is just going to be my critique as a player. Congratulations for spending $600, roughly, if you needed to buy shards and energy and shit, and you weren't saving up, which a lot of us haven't been because they haven't been doing guaranteed events for a long time. We're going to give you a legendary skill tome, 1 rank 5 chicken, 200 multi-battles, 400 energy, 500,000 silver. It is something, I guess, so don't spin on it, but they're pretty much telling you don't save the champions to summon. You need to have them in your essentially your glossary for your champions, which is kind of a bummer. All right, so yeah, you can't just keep the fragments in the summon pool. You have to summon them and make them into real champions. So it's like if you want these small goodies, you need to summon them before the 12th. It's pretty much a big bummer. But the big thing actually I like about this is here. The taunt buff versus Hydra. Now somebody I saw on Tyraku, he posted a picture of the taunt buff and he was able to 1-key full auto with 2 Pain Keepers, Emic, Artak, and I can't remember who else. And it's possible. It's possible. Full auto, he didn't need to do anything, and he was able to 1-key Nightmare Hydra. It's essentially the same team that they're using for Iron Twins for essentially an unkillable comp with 2 Pain Keepers, Emic plus whatever else, like 2 Cold Hearts or a Cold Heart and a Geomancer and stuff like that. I myself for some reason can't get the goddamn thing to work. I think it's because my speeds are off. Is what it is. But let's read this to you. Some players wonder if it is normal that the taunt buff prevents Hydra from devouring champions. Pause. I was saying it is because the game reads it as such. And they actually confirm it, which is a great thing. They say, yes, it is a viable strategy. When a champion in the player's team is under taunt, Hydra cannot target anyone apart from the taunt champion if that champion's under taunt and there's a devour mark on somebody else. The devouring won't happen until the buff is gone, so if the devouring mark is on somebody else, they are relatively safe from the Hydra's embrace. On a side note, we keep monitoring individual champions' performance on Hydra to make sure there is no single champion who grants too much of an advantage in this content. So essentially, they're warning us. They're saying, listen, if shit starts to get out of control, we're going to step in and we're going to make some nerfs. I don't know if this is them being like, listen, Yumiko's probably going to get nerfed or Madman's going to get nerfed. Madman's probably going to get nerfed, to be fair. Trunda might get a nerf. Who knows? Personally, I'm telling you, and if you understand my stance, if you talk to me on the streams, Yumiko won't get a nerf. Trunda might get a nerf, even though they say her A2 works as programmed. So whatever you have there. But Madman is a rare. And he has, I think it's his A1, which is Trunda's A2, and it's like a 50% chance to happen. So there are some crazy teams out there that are doing hard Hydra and normal. I don't know if I've seen Brutal yet. That are putting up billions of damage. And yeah. I mean, it's a little bit concerning, but it is what it is. No, I mean, a game is healthiest when you're not nerfing everything. Just kind of put that out there. CVC tournament. The upcoming clan versus clan tournament will feature personal rewards. So this next Tuesday, folks, save your resources if you have any left. Starting from version 7.6, clan leaders may set minimum required number of CVC points a clan member must earn to be eligible for clan rewards. However, by default, this requirement remains the same, 1,000 points. If you notice this number increased, it has been changed by your ever demanding clan leader. Okay, I want to say something about that, and I'm gonna own up to something. I set ours to 150,000, and because that for non-PR CVC, that's what you need to have in my clan, Damnation, in the Sin cluster. Shout out, what's up, boys? That's what you need to have to be able for us to count that you've done the bare minimum, okay? And that isn't hard to do. You can do it through 3v3 tokens. You can do it through the Forge. You can do it through Faction Wars. You can do it through Iron Twins now. I mean, it's crazy the points you get for doing these things. And it's very easy to do. Now, I don't want this to come off like a dad chastising his kids for being a bunch of knuckleheads, but I myself had set it to 150,000, and it was just on everybody's honor to get to 150,000 before the tournament was over. Reversely, or conversely, I don't know, you could do 200,000 for PR CVC, but you are encouraged to push, especially if we're going for the win or going for a certain number. But we always end up getting the last milestone in the CVC for its rewards, right? We found out that a lot of players really rely on the extra energy and the extra shards and the coins for the shop to buy those two things to actually get the minimum in the CVC. And that was my fault. After a lot of consideration and talking to my officers, we came to the conclusion that we're just going to set it at the minimum of 1,000. And again, it's going to be on their honor to get up there and, get the 150 for non-PR and 200 for PR. So that is what it is. I do like this though, as a like a kind of like an iron grip kind of thing. I did have a couple people in my clan that consistently did not get the bare minimum on non-PR CVC, so 150, and it's very doable. And I understand like we're all getting burnt out with the game and you don't want to do it anymore and you're just kind of going through the motions and stuff. But if you're going to be in a clan, they're going to set rules and you're expected to hit those rules. And then you got to put the effort in, because at that point you're not only fucking yourself over, but you're fucking over everybody else in the clan. Okay, this is coming from a guy that played sports his entire life. I did football, powerlifting. I dabbled in baseball a little bit, but it ends up being a group punishment when your weakest link is really weak and not up to the bare minimum. That's all I'm going to say. And I do agree with this kind of I don't know, carrot and stick kind of thing. So that's my take on it. Let's go down here. Raid on Facebook cloud platform. Raid will no longer be available on Facebook cloud gaming platform starting from 2024. To be honest, I didn't know that was even a thing. But here's an important clarification about what it means for those who use Facebook to log in. If you create your account on Facebook cloud gaming platform, please log into your account on your phone or Plarium and play via Facebook to save your account's progress. You can find more details by this link that they're going to provide here. Facebook login, if you download Raid to your smartphone from Google Play Store, use your Facebook profile to log into Raid. Nothing will change for you. That's essentially it. And that's all. So that's the Raid official announcements for the Raid Digest today. It's 11/3/2023. And as always, guys, leave whatever you want to see down in the comments below. I'm always up to suggestions. Again, I am slowly working my way through the list of people that need help. I'm starting to find that a lot of people just gave up on the game when I wasn't able to help them in time. And then when I message them, they're like, oh no, I'll play again if you help me. It's kind of like, I get that, and I do want to help you, right? But I also kind of want you to be like playing the game, because you're taking up a spot for somebody that's consistently waiting and been playing the game and like, essentially waiting for dad to come home with the milk and cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. So I'm going to keep reaching out to you guys individually. We do have a couple scheduled for probably tomorrow and Sunday, one each. And they usually go about an hour to 2 hours, depending on the content. So I hope to see you there. So please tune in. And as always, I love you, and God bless. Mwah, and goodbye.